Need a boost? Sometimes all it takes is tapping into your inner cool. Icebreaker's gum helps you unleash the confidence within. Each chew releases a rush of icy flavor powered by cooling flavor crystals, sending a wave of refreshment to reinvigorate all your senses. Icebreaker's convenient pack fits everywhere, from car cup holders to backpack pockets, so you can find your cool wherever you go. Grab Icebreaker's gum online or at a store near you.
These long dog days of summer, I mean, we just made it through a heat wave. Mama was parched through this heat wave. I was hitting up Dunkin' every single day, and I will continue to probably for the rest of my days, but especially this summer. Dunkin' is helping everyone stay cool this summer with its lineup of refreshers. These drinks are packed with bold, fruity flavors and served ice cold. It's amazing. Dunkin' refreshers are the perfect afternoon pick-me-up. I like to start my morning with them personally, and then sometimes I go back for a second one because I'm just feeling crazy. They come in a variety of delicious flavors, including fan favorites mango pineapple and strawberry dragon fruit. And then for a limited time, there's black cherry and there's pink pineapple. I'm going to tell you something right now, and it's a bold claim, let me tell you, but I stand behind it. Pink pineapple will change your life. It is so good. It has me feeling like I'm sitting in a pool, resort side, just living, honey. It's so yummy. Try your favorite flavor with green tea, sparkling water, lemonade, or Dunkin's all-new limeade. I haven't tried the limeade yet, but I'm going to. Usually I get my drinks made with green tea and occasionally lemonade, but I do really like the green tea. Or if you don't want to build your own, try one of Dunkin's curated refreshers like the Cherry Lime Ricky or the Ultimate Pink Daydream. The Cherry Lime Ricky, scrumptious. I could drink like 3 of these a day. They're so freaking yummy. Head to Dunkin' today and find your favorite refresher. Dunkin' refreshers contain less than 1% fruit juice. Limited time offer. Chilling crime cases are mysterious, but finding coverage shouldn't be. With the State Farm Personal Price Plan, you have options and can personalize your plan to help create an affordable price so you can get back to cracking all of life's bigger cases. Talk to a State Farm agent today to learn how you can choose to bundle and save with the Personal Price Plan. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there. Head to statefarm.com to get a quote. Prices are based on rating plans that vary by state. Coverage options are selected by the customer. Availability, amount of discounts and savings, and eligibility vary by state.
This episode is super duper special because it's sponsored by the lovely people at Care Of.
Yay! Hey, weirdos. I'm Ash.
And I am still Raspy Alaina.
And this is a mini Morbid.
Mini Morbid. Mini Morbid, mini Morbid, mini Morbid. You did it.
I know.
And it's Ash-centric.
But it's kind of like Alaina-centric because I did the damn thing.
She did.
I stayed up until like 3:45 in the morning researching AF.
You did an Alaina.
I did.
And I see it. I see the pages of research in front of me right now.
Look at all of it.
And I still apologize that I still sound like Lindsay Lohan.
I think that you shouldn't apologize. I think I should apologize for not sounding like Lindsay Lohan.
Well, people are happy that they can finally tell us apart now.
That's true.
Because I'm the one that sounds like I'm dying.
Yeah, Alina's dead.
But, you know, I'm drinking tea. I'm trying to make it go away, guys.
There's a reason for the vocal fry that we'll explain to you later.
It's true.
If you stay tuned until the middle of the episode.
Ooh, what a good way to make you all listen.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Later on in the episode, we have some fun news.
Yeah.
So
should we just hop right into my mini Morbid?
I think we should.
All right. So I went on the Instagram and asked you guys for some suggestions, and a lot of people said, do Susan Powell. So
woo!
I did Susan Powell.
She did it.
And I didn't really know this case. I'd heard of the name, but I didn't know any crazy details about the case. And my life has been ruined, so thank you.
It's a bonkers case.
I stayed up very late watching a documentary about it, and then I was reading articles and all this stuff. I listened to a podcast about it. Shout out to Crime Junkie. They did a pretty good episode on it.
We love Crime Junkie.
I love them so much. But here's my episode on it.
Yay!
So Susan Cox Powell and Josh Powell got married April 6th, 2001. They had only dated for 2 months before they got engaged.
Wow, that's love.
Yes, totally. And Susan's family was skeptical.
Weird.
Yeah, I think she was like 19 and he was 23, I want to say, when they got married.
Okay.
Which, like, 19 is like pretty young to get married after
pretty
only
young.
knowing somebody for 2 months.
Yeah, I think that compounded on top of it makes it like, oh, maybe take a second.
They met at like a church function kind of thing for like young singles. They were both involved in the LDS church, which is the Church of the Latter-day Saints.
Yes.
So, like I said, her parents were skeptical, and her sisters and her mom urged Susan not to marry Josh. There was just like something about him that they didn't like. He seemed to be pretty arrogant, attention-seeking, creepy, and they couldn't put their finger on it, but something was just wrong about him.
Oh, that's not good. You got to listen to people when they do that. When they say, I can't put my finger on it, but there's something weird here, you got to listen.
And it wasn't just like one person felt this way. It was like her mom, her sisters, her friends. Like a lot of people were like, I don't know.
Because if it's just your mom, you're like, all right, mom,
Yeah.
relax. But if it's everybody around you, it's like, I don't know.
There could be a notion to this.
There might be a common denominator here.
Right.
It might be this creep.
And actually, Susan's mom remembered saying to Susan, I look at Josh and I see darkness.
Ooh.
Which is like something I totally feel like Ma would say.
I was just thinking that.
Because she just can read the future.
Yeah. My mom would 100% say that.
She, you know what she would say? She'd go, there's just darkness around him.
Yeah. And she'd move her hand
It's
very
always-
mystically.
Yeah. Like, she just feels it.
And then I would trust her.
And then I'd be like, bye, Josh.
Yeah. Bye,
My
Josh.
Uber is here. So they got married anyways.
Oh.
Susan loved him. The two things that Susan wanted most in life was to be a mom and a mother. I almost just said
She wanted to be a mom, she wanted to
and
be a mother.
Yeah. She wanted to be a wife and a mother. Like, those were two of like the very most important things to her, which I get. Like,
yeah.
She just seemed like so pure.
Oh.
Yeah. So after they were married, they got married in Puyallup, Washington. That's where they lived for a little bit.
Ooh, that sounds like a fun place.
Puyallup.
Puyallup.
It's just fun to say. Puyallup.
Puyallup.
Yes.
I like it.
But they moved to Utah, and that's when they started their family. They had 2 sons together, Charlie and Braden, which like
Oh, cute.
those are the cutest names
Yeah.
ever. And for a little while, they were like really happy.
For a little while.
For a little while.
Oh, no.
But things, as they always do, went downhill.
Yeah, this podcast is never like, things just kept going great.
And they bought a house,
Yeah.
and then they saved some money, and they got a nice car.
They got a 401k.
They retired early.
Yeah.
Wow, actually, my heart just hurt a little bit.
I know, right?
So Josh was quick-tempered. Like, he never, from what I read, he never physically hurt Susan in their marriage. Like, he never, like, hit her or anything, but he would, like, break things and, like, yell a lot.
So he threw adult temper tantrums.
Correct.
Yeah.
Correct.
Correct.
And he was very controlling. He controlled every last thing.
That's no good.
She wasn't allowed to drive the family car without permission. She had to bike 7 miles to work on like a busy road. In some sources, I don't know if this is totally true, but I read a couple places, and Crime Junkie also stated this. He made her knit her own socks. Yeah.
I want to know the reasoning. I know there's no
to save
rational
money
reasoning.
is in his mind.
To
That's what he
save money, she needed to knit her own
knit her own socks. He was super controlling.
Socks don't seem like that big of an expense. I feel like I've never calculated what I spend on socks, but I feel like it doesn't make that big a dent in our budget.
Do you know what? I never really wear socks.
I barely wear. Well, yeah, I'm not
Like,
a big
even when
sock.
this is really gross, but when I wear sneakers, I don't wear socks.
Yeah, that's gross.
But I just hate the feel. It constricts my toes.
But then your feet are smelly.
I came out of the womb with smelly feet. I'm trash. Goodbye. Oh, he also controlled like what the kids ate. Like he wanted them to split a hot dog rather than each have their own hot dog.
So just like weird, like neurotic things.
Like, it was just to control something, I think. Like, it had no actual reasoning behind it. It was just like, I want it that way, so that's how it goes.
Yeah, it wasn't like, oh, they're having a big dinner, so let's just do half a hot dog. It was
Right.
like, no, I just need to have
That's
control
what I
over
want to control.
this.
And also, like, he didn't like to do the cooking. Like, she did the cooking. It was just, I don't know. He was just like too much. Like, he was really on another level.
Yeah, it sounds like that.
But she didn't want to get a divorce because her faith was very important to her, and they are not huge proponents of divorce.
Yeah.
So she tried to make it work, but after a while, things started to get like shittier and shittier, and Susan started asking her friends what her legal options were. Like,
wow,
it started to just get bad.
So she was planning on actually making a move.
And I don't know if Josh caught wind of this, if he like found something that gave him information that she was like thinking about leaving, if she might have given him an ultimatum. That's what I've heard in some places, that she was like, if you don't shape up by like this date, like, I'm fucking out of here.
Good for her.
I hope that's what she did.
Yeah.
But he said to her, over my dead body, will you leave me? And over my dead body, will you take those boys away from me?
Ooh, that's no good.
And her sister heard him say that to her.
Oh, that's so no good.
Yeah, which is so fucked up.
Yeah, that's just that threat is never an empty threat. I feel like whenever it's said in these cases, you're like, ee.
I don't think either in my life have I ever been like, over my dead body.
Yeah, I
like,
don't think, yeah.
That's a very
I've definitely never said it in like a threatening way to someone.
No. So that's kind of like the background of their little family
dynamic.
Dynamic, exactly. Let's flash forward a little bit to December 7th, 2009. Josh's mom calls 911 to report Susan, Josh, and the two boys missing.
Oh, no.
Susan and Josh should have already left for work. The boys were normally dropped off at daycare at this point, and I think the daycare woman was like, "That this is super weird. Like, they should be here right by now." So she called, like, the emergency contact, I believe, was Josh's sister. And then Josh's sister lived with his mom, and she was like, everyone was just like, this doesn't make sense. Where are they?
Yeah.
So
and
they call.
How old were the kids?
At this point, I want to say they were 2 and 4 at this point.
So little.
They were little babies, and they're so cute. So police go to the home, and they end up breaking in with the permission of Josh's family, his mom and his sister, to the home through a window. And immediately a few things struck the police as odd. The couch had been freshly cleaned, and there were 2 box fans hooked up and blowing onto the couch as if to be like drying it.
Yeah.
Susan's purse was in her bedroom, like untouched. And the house was completely locked up.
That's weird.
So it just didn't make any sense.
Yeah.
Like, it was like, and also fresh snow had fallen, and there was no tracks leaving the house or entering the house.
Huh.
So it was like, whatever happened, like, they haven't been here in a while.
Yeah.
So Giovanna Owings was a family friend of Susan and Josh's, and she was the last person to see the family before all of this happened. So she went over there the day before, and basically she was at their house just hanging out with Susan, and Josh was in the kitchen making pancakes with the boys the night before.
Okay.
It was like early afternoon. The weird part about the fact that Josh was making pancakes is, like I said earlier, he never really cooked.
Oh, yeah.
Like, that wasn't his thing. Susan did the cooking.
Huh.
But shortly after finishing the pancakes, Giovanna said Susan told her she wasn't feeling well. She was, like, super tired, and she just wanted to go lay down. So she was like, I'll talk to you later. Like, thanks for coming over. And Josh, like, hurried Giovanna out of the house and was like, I'm going to take the boys sledding, so, like, I'll see you later. Bye. And he, like, peeled out of the driveway before she even got into her car.
Wow.
Yeah. And she was just like, I don't know. Like,
Some sketchy about
it was
that.
just weird. Like, just very strange. So the day the family is reported missing, no one's heard from them in 18 hours.
Okay.
And then all of a sudden, Giovanna gets a hold of Josh because she's been calling Susan and Josh. And she tells him that everyone's been so worried and, like, where are they? And he says, oh, me and the boys are over in West Valley. I took them camping last night. And Susan should be at work or something. And she's like, well, yeah, everyone's really worried. Like, Susan never showed up to work. And where, like, you guys have been gone forever. What's going on?
Yeah, like, hi.
Like, she was like, the police are at your house. You need to get here.
This is actually serious. We called the Popo.
Yeah,
like,
exactly. Like, this has felt really rough.
Yeah, like.
So he's like, oh, okay. Like, I'm on my way home. But then he turns around drives 20 minutes in the opposite direction, and leaves Susan a voicemail telling her that he's on his way home. Hopefully you got to work okay. He says, hey, we're on our way back. Hopefully you got to work okay. One, why did you turn around to make the call? And two, Giovanna just told you that Susan
she never made
showed
it
up
to
for
work.
work. So why are you calling her saying, I hope you got to work okay?
Yeah.
Ellis Maxwell was the lead detective on the case, and he calls Josh and he's like, dude, where are you?
What are you doing?
Like, you said you were supposed to, like, you were on your way. Like, what's going on? And he's like, your wife is missing. She never showed up to work. This has gone on for far too long. Like, get home. So
like, you're looking creepier by the second, dude.
Yeah, exactly. So Josh is like, okay, like, yeah, I'm on my way home. I just have to feed the kids.
Oh, yeah, let's eat a meal first.
And also, like, you just want, like, you normally just give them half a hot dog. So, like, can you just get home and find half a hot dog in the fridge and give it to them?
And literally, it's like,
your wife
is
missing.
and their mother is missing.
Right.
Maybe a meal can wait.
Exactly. And, like, he's just telling you to come home. Like, yeah, you have food there.
Like, there's food there.
I don't understand.
You're not going to, like, Jupiter.
Exactly. So he's like, okay, like, please just, like, come home because we want to talk to you. And Josh is like, okay. And then instead of going home, he goes to Susan's work. So he leaves her a voicemail and he's like, hey, Susan, it's me. Like, I'm outside of your work. Like, I'm here to pick you up. Like, come on out.
What the fuck?
And it's like, no, she never showed up to work. We have told you this. Giovanna told you this. The detective told you this. They are telling you to get home. So instead of turning around and driving in the opposite direction and then going to her work and being like, hey, I'm here, maybe go home and find out where your wife is because she's nowhere to be found.
That is bizarre.
The weirdest.
And that he's not being like, hey, I'm outside. Are you in there? Like, everyone's freaking out.
Right.
He's just like, hey,
I'm outside, babe.
Just here to pick you up, girl. It's
like nope, she's not in there, sir.
We've told you this.
Like, your wife is missing.
Like, a detective is telling you this.
It's so weird. So obviously she never comes out because she's not
No way.
at work. And so Josh finally returns home, and Maxwell, the detective, is like, all right, we're going to go down to the station just to ask you a few questions.
It's fine. Don't worry about it.
Don't worry about it. We just need to cover all our bases, figure out where Susan could be. And Josh tells Maxwell the last time he saw Susan was at midnight the night before. Like I said, he had taken the boys sledding. I think it was around like 4:30, 5-ish when they went sledding. They came home, watched a movie. He couldn't remember what movie they watched. He thought it was like a Christmas movie. He was like, we watched a Christmas movie. I don't remember which one. And they were
like, yeah, movie names are hard.
And
also, they were within like 12 hours.
It was last night. Like, it wasn't that long ago.
Yeah.
And then he was like, I decided to take the kids camping at midnight.
As one does.
And, like, it didn't bother me that it was a snowstorm.
No.
And it's fine.
Yeah.
Like, they really wanted to make s'mores, so we went camping at midnight.
Often take my children camping in the middle of the night during a snowstorm.
Yeah.
I don't get what's wrong with this.
I don't understand what the big deal is.
Nothing's weird at all.
To take your 2- and 4-year-olds camping in the middle of the night.
Yeah.
Like, that's a very regular activity.
To take them anywhere in the middle of the night is totally fine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's fine.
Like, I put them to sleep so that I can wake them up in the middle of the night.
Exactly.
To go bring them somewhere.
So they were like, okay.
They were like, that's probably legit.
They were like, you took your 2- and 4-year-old kids camping at midnight in 18-degree weather with a storm coming. Okay. He's like,
It all adds up to me.
that makes sense. So the detective is like, let me write that all down. He's like, okay, well, Susan never showed up to work, like I've told you 45 times. So where else would she have gone? And Josh goes, I don't know. I feel like she would have tried to go to work.
Dude, I'd be like, are we, like, failing to communicate with what? Does the word work mean something different in Josh language? Like what's happening
She's
here?
not
How are we having
there.
a breakdown of communication?
I don't know
about
if she
this one
tried
word?
to go. Like, it didn't work out. And so he's like, well, okay, she never got there. And he's like, well, I don't know where she could be. Like, can I leave now? And just he's like done with the interview.
Like, what?
He's like, I'm ready to go. And they don't I mean, they can't keep him. Like, they don't have anything. So he's like, yeah, you can go.
My wife and the mother of my children, I don't know where she is. Like, she's, I don't know where she could be. Can I just fucking leave now?
Yeah, like, I
got shit to do.
I ain't got no worries.
Yeah. Hakuna Matata.
What a wonderful phrase.
Like, what is this, dude?
So they make plans to do, because this wasn't like a formal interview. So they're like, come back tomorrow for a formal interview and at this time. And he's like, okay, cool, see you then.
Because your shit is off.
Because there is something going on here that we don't know about, and you definitely have the answers. So the next day, he's supposed to go in at some point in the morning. Josh's mom and sister go over to the house, and he's cleaning the house and his car, like cleaning everything up, which is weird because he was Susan did the cooking and the cleaning. Like, he didn't really lift a finger. And he's supposed to be at his interview at the time that they get to his house. And his sister's like, why
just cleaning.
Are you not at your interview? Like, you need to go. Like, let's go, buddy. So he shows up to his interview 4 hours late with no explanation as to why he's 4 hours late.
One might say that's excessively late.
Very late. Like, if I showed up 4 hours late to work, I think my boss would be like, why don't you go home and never come back?
Like, that's tardy as fuck.
Yeah. Don't be tardy for the party.
For your interview.
Yeah. Like, Josh, come on now. So, like I said, no explanation as to why he's late. And Maxwell's like, you know what? Whatever, because I'm probably not going to get any answers out of you. So let's just start this fucking interview.
Because you are the strangest man.
He's like, something has gone awry here, and I'm going to find out what it is.
Yeah.
It's fine that you're 4 hours late. So he's like, you know, it's weird, Josh. Like, you kept calling Susan, but you had her phone.
Oh.
So, like, why were you doing that? And Josh is like, oh, I forgot that I had her phone. Like, I didn't realize it was there. And Maxwell was like, okay.
I feel like he's just trying to say these bonkers things as confidently as possible.
Like, oh,
just because
I didn't even know I had her phone.
They'll believe me if I just say it with a lot of confidence.
He doesn't even have a lot. He's just like, meh.
But that's the thing. He's like, I just
didn't know I had it.
The sky is yellow.
Literally. Like, I feel like at some point in his life he said that.
It just is.
That's just the way it is.
And it's just like everyone around him is going to be like, you know what, Josh, you're right.
It is.
All right, moving
I've always
on.
thought the sky was yellow. So he's like, yeah, well, that's weird. Anyways, he's like, does Susan have any enemies? Like, was she suicidal? Was she depressed? Like, where the fuck could she be, bruh?
Help.
And Josh hops all over that. And he's like, oh, yeah. She was suicidal.
She's enemy of the state.
Like, everyone
she has so many enemies.
Hates her, which is not true at all. He didn't say she had any enemies, but I don't think he could have, because she was very, very into her church, and she made tons of friends in this church. Like, she had a lot of friends.
So he knew even that would have flown.
But he was like, she was definitely suicidal.
He was like, you know what? That
and everyone
like
is like, yeah, no, not at all. Like, that doesn't make any sense. So they finish up the interview and also inform him that they got a search warrant for his home and for his car, and that they were right now finishing up the search of his car. And that he could make himself comfortable in the waiting room or like the waiting area, whatever the fuck they do in interviews. I've never been arrested. Well, he wasn't arrested at this point either. But that they would be done in about like 15 minutes or so. So just hang out and then you can have your car back.
Hang tight, Josh.
Instead of hanging out, he takes a taxi to the airport and rents a car at the airport.
He's really good at following directions.
Yeah. So, and the thing was, it was only going to be like 15 minutes. Like, it wasn't going to be a very long time for his car to be like, and they were going to give it back to him. It wasn't a matter of like, well, it's going to take a few days.
Yeah.
It was like, just wait.
They're like, just wait out here for a minute and we'll be done.
Right. And he was like, no, I'm all set.
He's like, I'm going to drive to the airport and rent a car.
He ends up putting over 800 miles on this rental car and disappeared for 20 hours.
That's a lot of hours.
To be unaccounted
to just be
for.
MIA.
And to put 800 miles on a car.
Like, where are you going, bro?
Where did you go? And I watched this documentary on Oxygen. It was called like the Susan Powell disappearance. And
creative.
It was truly very creative. And they like mapped out all the places that he could have gone, and it was like insane. Like there are so many options, but nobody knows where the fuck he went. But none of them
are really like
he's totally unaccounted for in those 20 hours.
So weird.
And what's also weird,
because you think like no one can be unaccounted for any amount of time now.
No, and I mean it doesn't make any sense. But also during those 20 hours, Josh's dad Steve is also unaccounted for. And he doesn't show up for work during this time, and his phone was entirely shut down.
What is this family doing?
Exactly.
I need to know.
Exactly. So once police learn this information, they learn how close Josh is with his dad. Like they have this like weird relationship, like they're bros.
I had a feeling.
Yeah. And they decide to interview Steve. And this is when shit gets fucking weirder than weird.
Oh, God.
Like this case is bizarre.
It is bizarre.
So Steve admits that he has very deep feelings, quote unquote, for Susan and says she, quote unquote, craved his attention.
Now this is his dad.
This is Josh's dad, so Susan's father-in-law. And he's saying, I had very deep feelings with her. She craved my attention.
Nothing is at all awful and scary about that.
No, not at all.
Nope.
So skipping ahead a little bit, at the end of this case, the police get their hands on these videos that Steve's been taking for years of Susan at like family events, at like cookouts, but also when she's leaving her work job. And her work job. Which I don't know why I said that. And like across rooms when she's unaware.
Oh, I hate it.
It is. Have you ever seen any of them?
No.
Oh, it is the most terrifying. Like I was nauseous.
I've never seen them, but I hate them.
Yeah. Oh, you hate them.
Like I'm so disturbed just thinking about them right now.
So like I said, some of them she's like aware of. Like they show him videoing Susan putting on makeup, and she's obviously uncomfortable. Like she's like, yeah, okay, like why don't we need to and this family, they must have videoed everything, because this documentary that I watched, it's 2 parts, and each part is an hour and a half long.
Damn.
And there's like so much footage, like it was like a different video all the time.
Yeah.
So like he has some of her putting on makeup, talking at family cookouts, but like I said, they get weirder and weirder. He zooms in on her butt, or he zooms in on her legs, and he says things like, God, I worship her.
Oh, Lord.
And at one point, I don't think she was aware of this video, because it looks like she's leaving work and he's videoing from like across the parking lot. And she gets into her car, and she just kind of like, when she sits down, like almost like scratches her leg or like fixes her skirt. She just like touches her leg.
Yeah.
And he goes, oh, she did that for me.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
That's some like creepy voyeur nightmare.
So then I learned that at one point in time before they moved to Utah, Josh was like in between jobs. He had just lost his job, which is, I think it was very hard for him to hold down a job, is like a running theme in this case. So they were living with her, with Steve.
Oh,
Josh and Susan were living with Steve. And that's kind of when he took a lot of these videos.
Yeah, that must have been a comfortable situation.
And also, that's when he made advances towards Susan, who was like, yeah, I'm not interested in you because you are my father-in-law and I'm married to your son. Correct. And that's kind of when she was like, Josh, like, I'm all set with this shit. Like, bye.
That would be terrifying.
Yeah. And I read different accounts on like how Josh handled it. In some articles I read that he was like, okay, like let's get the fuck out of here, and that's why they moved to Utah. Mm-hmm. And then I've read some where he was like, it like my dad's harmless and like
how dare you?
Yeah, like fuck you. But either way, they moved very quickly because of this. So like I said, she lived there. So Steve also has videos of stolen clothing of Susan's, which he refers to being like, they smell so good, including bras and underwear.
Oh, that dude's a straight up killer.
Yeah. Like
that dude.
Oh, if like you have to watch these two documentaries because, and he also like Josh was very like into himself, and I think it came from Steve because Steve was like very clearly narcissistic, and he's disgusting. Like, I'm going to go ahead and say he's gross, obviously, because of what he does. But also, he's yucky looking. Like, he looks like a creeper that I would be like, walk faster.
Like, he just oozes it.
He oozes slime ball. And he, like, takes these, like, videos doing creepy shit. And then he, like, pans up to the mirror and he has this, like, weird smile. And he's like,
ew.
Like, it's weird as fuck.
He's a fucking monster.
It's the most bizarre thing that my eyes have ever laid witness upon.
No.
Like, it's weird.
Hate it.
Yeah. So also apparently shit gets really weird. And I don't know, this is like speculated, but I also read in one place that Steve suggested that he and Josh share Susan.
Oh, I was waiting for that.
Yeah.
I was totally waiting for that.
Yeah. It's not total like confirmed, but it is like
I
in
could
some
totally
places.
see that.
Yeah.
100%.
So they moved the fuck out of there.
Good
and
call.
it's, like I said, it's unclear what his whole deal was with his dad after that, but I don't think they talked for like a little bit, and their relationship was super weird.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah. So obviously, I'm sure that put so much strain on their relationship. Like, even though they got away from it, it's like, your dad is like not gonna just like go away. He's fucking obsessed with me.
And he's in our lives forever.
Yeah.
He's your dad.
He's your dad. He's the fucking grandparents to my children.
Yeah.
Like, he's a fucking weirdo. But that wasn't their only issue. Josh was getting more and more controlling. He limited Susan's spending to like $100. She could only spend on gas and food.
Fuck.
Like I said, this is when she wasn't allowed to use the family car anymore, and she had to bike 7 miles to work.
God.
So, like I said before, she didn't want to get divorced, but she also wasn't stupid.
Yeah.
So this is when she contacted a divorce lawyer who told her to walk through the house and record all of her assets throughout the house. This video, knowing what you know at the end of this case, is fucking bone chilling. Because she's just walking through the house and she's like, you can tell that she's just like very bubbly and like, even like while she's doing this, she's like talking to the kids and like, it's just sad.
Oh.
She also wrote a will and testament up and said, and she wrote on it, for the family and friends of Susan, all except Josh Powell, husband. I don't trust him.
Whoa.
She also wrote that she feared for her and her children's safety and wanted to leave a paper trail, and wrote, if I die, it may not have been an accident, even if it looks like one.
Whoa.
Yeah.
That is specific.
Very, very specific.
And very smart.
Yeah. There's, they show like pictures of it in the documentary that I watched, and it's like so creepy to, like, it's in her handwriting, and it's like, obviously. But it's just like.
And can you imagine being in that position where you're literally sitting there being like, I fear for mine and my children's safety.
Yeah.
And if something happens to me,
it probably wasn't an accident.
like, you're literally sitting there having to be like, when something awful happens to me.
Yeah. And
at the
in
hands
the video,
of my husband.
In the video, she says it too. She's like, in case anything happens. And then she's like, I hope everything works out and we all live. And she goes, happily ever after. And she like kind of rolls her eyes in the video.
Oh, that's so sad.
I like have chills right now thinking about it.
Because, like, girl, you can.
Yeah. So she writes all that up. She takes the video. And she also had told her friends that Josh had been watching shows like Forensic Files and would make like weird comments about murderers' mistakes.
Uh-oh.
Being like, if I were to kill someone, like, I'd make sure that I put their body in a place where no one would find it, like a mine.
Oh, God.
And oddly enough, a search of the family's computer showed that Josh had looked up mines in nearby places, like Nevada, Simpson Springs, etc.
Very casual.
Totally. So I'm going to back up a little bit. I'm going to talk about Steve and Josh and the siblings.
Okay.
So clearly, like I said, Josh's dad was fucked up, clearly.
Creep of the highest order.
Creep of the highest order. Josh's older sister, Jen, recalls horrible things from childhood.
I'm not shocked.
No. She and all of her siblings, there's 5 of them, wet the bed. And he would make them take ice baths to, like, shock it out of their system.
Oh, my God. That horrifies me.
Yeah. He also had a very, very serious porn addiction. And it is speculated that he showed the boys porn at young age. And there's 3 boys and 2 girls. He also apparently was, like, really shitty to Josh in particular, to the point where Josh, like, almost committed suicide, like, attempted suicide when he was younger.
God.
I think he was, like I'm not sure exactly how old he was. And Like,
what a fucking dick.
And it's so weird because then later in life, they're so close.
Yeah, I was just going to say.
It's like the emotional abuse and, I mean, physical abuse, perhaps, that Steve, like, committed on these kids is so messed up.
That's some soul murder shit.
Oh, he
soul murderer.
murdered them because Josh didn't have a soul, clearly.
Oh, that's so awful.
And one time,
the wetting the bed thing, like, really.
An ice bath to shock it out of them.
Well, just to punish your child at all.
Yeah, it's
for
an
wetting
accident.
the bed, it's like, oh my God.
Literally
dude,
referred to
accident.
as an accident.
Who'd never, ever, ever punish my kids for that. No. That's awful.
And Jen remembers, so Jen is like the oldest sister. She remembers going on a business trip with her dad. And they were staying at like a hotel. And she was like, they were in separate beds. But he was literally like watching an X-rated channel. Like while she was like right there.
Oh my God.
Like this guy is fucked up.
This guy's a fucking creep.
He also mentioned either to his wife or like in his diary, but somehow his wife figured it out, that he was interested in polygamy and wanted to add another woman into their marriage.
Add a sister wife?
And the wife was like, no, I'm not into that. But he must have been like cheating on her or something because he gave her a venereal disease while they were married.
What?
Yeah.
The fuck?
Yeah. So messed up. They didn't get divorced until Josh was like 16 though.
Holy shit.
So I don't know like what these kids' childhoods were like, but if this guy was like this messed up and like treating their mom this horribly and they didn't get divorced until their second oldest kid was 16, like these kids must have seen some fucking shit.
Oh my God.
It was so awful.
Why do you do these things to your children? I don't understand this.
And that's the thing.
It's so easy to not do those things to your children.
So like I said, Josh had 4 siblings. First, Jen, she's the oldest. She's like she's kind of like the voice of reason out of all these kids, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
Then Josh, then John, who was mentally ill. He was bipolar and had schizophrenia. And then Michael was next. He was the younger brother. And then Alaina.
Okay.
So Jen says while they were growing up, Steve would often put the boys against the girls. And honestly, the entire family dynamic was just very like strange and like very like sexual like undertones. Like
eek.
It was a very, very dark family scene.
Yeah.
And I feel like it's time for a palate cleanser. Let's reintroduce them.
Yeah, let's reintroduce the palate cleansers with a pretty big one.
Fucking news, everybody.
So we mentioned earlier that we have, I say it we, like it's.
We mentioned earlier that we have big news.
We have big news. So this is Alaina, by the way.
Yeah, this is not Ash.
Guess what, guys?
What?
There's a new little weirdo joining the crew. John and I are having another baby.
And y'all, she's not like 3 months pregnant. She's like pregnant as fuck.
No, I'm like super pregnant.
What are you, 8 months now?
I'm literally like 8.5 months pregnant.
She pulled a Kylie Jenner on your asses and didn't tell anybody. I thought she was never going to tell you guys until she had the baby.
Yeah, I think that John was hoping that I would just let it go until we actually had the baby. But I got too excited and I couldn't hold it in any longer.
So now you know.
So yay. I've been pregnant for like 8.5 months.
Casual.
So any of our little mishaps and sicknesses, probably due to me being pregnant.
Also the reason she has this vocal fry.
Yeah.
It sounds like Lindsay Lohan. That's what we were talking about in the beginning of the episode.
Because I don't know if you guys know this, but pregnancy can cause your vocal cords to swell in the 3rd trimester. And that's what's happening.
Woo!
Yay, pregnancy. So, speaking of pregnancy, and thus trying to get healthier, we also just wanted to quickly let you know about our newest sponsor, Care Of.
Care Of is a subscription service, and it delivers vitamins and supplements customized for your specific health needs. So you take this short quiz and answer questions about things like your diet, lifestyle, fitness, and health goals. And Care Of puts together a personalized plan just for you. So you give yourself support this season with a boost, whether you're looking for energy, better sleep, to maintain stress, or something else to help you feel your healthiest. Personally, I'm working on a healthier lifestyle, and Care Of's plan makes me feel like I'm targeting like very specific things that I want to focus on.
It's true. It's awesome because it really is super personalized. Care Of's fun online quiz asks you about your diet, health goals, lifestyle choices, and it takes only 5 minutes. And when I say that, it literally is the quickest quiz.
Like maybe less. Alaina was like, take this quiz. And I was like, okay. And I did it on my lunch break in like 3 seconds.
It's wicked quick and it's kind of fun to do.
It is fun.
Because you end up finding out your personal scientifically backed vitamin and supplement recommendations. It was actually really fun to take, and I was very pleased to see that it asked whether I was planning to become pregnant, was currently pregnant, or was recently pregnant, because then it opened up a whole new set of options for my current with child situation. I want to make sure that I'm providing this little nugget that we're growing in here with the best stuff on earth, and this really felt really personalized to what my specific goals are now. And what's good is you can change it later if you need to.
Right.
You can totally update this whenever, when this little demon comes out.
This little demon's coming out.
We can do some postnatal stuff. So depending on your personalized care of plan, you'll get daily vitamin packs and or protein powder, depending on what you're choosing, sent right to your door. For me, I got new prenatals and some iron supplements since I am lacking in that department right now. Also, it's super cute and customized. The packets even say your name on them.
That's like my favorite part.
They legit said, "Hello, Alaina."
And "Hello, Ash."
And I felt like my vitamins and I bonded immediately because of that.
You're like, "Hey, vitamins."
I was like, "Oh my God, hi, vitamin pack." These packs are all customized to your specific needs, so you're only taking what you need, which was really important to me.
Yeah. Care of, make sure what you're putting into your body comes from the best sources, backed by honest guidance and transparency, all available to you on their website. And lucky for you, beautiful weirdos, you can all get 25% off your first Care of order by going to takecareof.com. And if you enter our special code MORBID, you get that 25% off.
Again, our weirdos get 25% off your first Care of order by going to takecareof.com and entering our exclusive promo code MORBID at checkout. Do it. It's fun, it's personalized, and it says your fucking name on the packets, guys.
It's fucking great. Now we have to bring you back down from that fun, personalized vitamin pack to some dark, scary shit.
Sorry about it.
So Josh and Michael were like very close. So that's like his youngest brother.
Okay.
And the police learn this, so they start looking more into their relationship. The lead investigator on the case starts looking through Michael's emails and finds this email to Apollo Mapping in Boulder, Colorado, asking for a super high resolution photo of a wrecking yard in Oregon.
Huh.
Did I say that right this time?
Oregon, you did.
I did.
You said it right.
So this is interesting to note because the day after Susan disappeared, Michael and Alaina went out to Utah to be close to Josh and the kids, and they stayed for about 2 weeks. Then when they were driving home, they broke down. And instead of fixing the car, Michael had it taken to this salvage lot in Oregon because he knew it would be destroyed instead of repaired.
That's shady.
Why did you want to spend way more money getting your car destroyed than just spend like way less to just repair it?
Yeah, that's strange.
And you're going to send it all the way there when you could just like go to a mechanic close to here.
No.
It doesn't make any sense.
Nope. Not at all.
So the investigators find out about this and they send canines out who were trained to sniff out human decomposition.
Cadaver dogs.
Yes. They immediately go to Michael's trunk, indicating that there had been a dead human in the trunk at one point in time.
Oh, no.
Which led police to believe that Michael may have been involved in like relocating Susan's body for Josh. So they send the vehicle in for forensic testing and it comes back insufficient and there's not enough evidence to make an arrest. It's just like dead end
Come
after
on
dead end.
now.
Like they know that somehow this family offed Susan and is like getting away with it.
And is doing it together.
And it's the scariest thing.
Like, this is like a Texas Chainsaw Massacre family.
Oh, it is. This is some dark shit. It's just like dead end after dead end, like I said. But Josh's sister Jen is fully convinced that her father and brothers are hiding some shit.
Oh, she knows.
Jen
knows.
She's like, my family is involved in Susan's disappearance and I will fucking prove it.
Oh my God, I can't imagine being in her position.
So she goes to the police and is like, put a wire on me. I'll show up at my dad's house.
Boss bitch.
Boss bitch moves.
That's so hard.
I was like freaking out for this girl.
Wow.
I was like, girl, get it. She's like, put a wire on me. I will go to my dad's house. I know that my brother is like going to be having dinner there. I'm going to fucking infiltrate the situation.
I'm going to crack this case wide open.
I'm going to shove him into a corner and I'm going to make him fucking admit what he did.
Holy shit.
So she goes through the entire dinner, is literally sitting there wiretapped throughout the entire dinner.
Oh my God, I'd be sweating bullets.
And they play clips and she's talking like she's killing it.
Wow. Go Jen.
So after dinner, she kind of like moves Josh into a study room where it's just the two of them. Mm-hmm. So she, like, tensions are running super high and she doesn't want him to leave without saying anything. And she's trying to like press him into it. She's like, what happened to Susan? Like, if you admit it now, maybe you won't get the death penalty, like, blah, blah, blah. He's like, I don't know what you're talking about, like, blah, blah, blah. And at one point he's like, my lawyer told me not to comment on anything, so I'm not going to.
And it's like, yo, I'm your sister.
Right. Like, I'm trying to have like
house.
a bonding talk with you.
Yeah.
And Josh just leaves. Like, he's like, you know what? Fuck this. I'm out. And takes the kids and leaves. So then Steve gets wicked pissed off that she like accused her brother of this. And he starts yelling. And then Alina says that that Susan is a lying bitch and that Jen eventually leaves.
Holy
and nothing
shit.
comes from the wiretapping. So it's like this big, huge like family blowout.
And it's like Jen against the world in there.
Literally Jen against the world.
Wow.
It's crazy. So after a little while of kind of like trying to dad and do his thing, Josh moves in with his dad and the two kids. So at this point, they're all living in their fucking house in Steve's creepy ass dark dungeon house.
That sounds like fun.
Yes, super fun. And their new plan of attack was to paint this picture of Susan as this like promiscuous sexual being.
Oh God.
Alina says that she specifically felt like Susan fed into Steve's advances and flirted back.
Oh yeah, it's totally her fault.
Well, and that's but if you watch the
now
videos,
your creepy ass dad.
Oh my God, I was yelling at the TV. I was like, "Fuck you!" Like, but if you watch the videos, like some of them, she doesn't even know that he's filming her in.
Yeah, he's like voyeuring her.
And it's oh my God, it's just going to become very evident to you who the real monster is if you see these videos. So they're on this whole tirade of making Susan look like a piece of shit, and Josh and Steve have Susan's diaries from when she was a teenager. And they're saying, like, they might piece together, like, her disappearance. Like, she says, like, some crazy shit in here.
Oh,
like,
God.
And they're making it seem like that. And they also said at one point, Steve made this whole theory up that Susan was having an affair with this, like, journalist that went missing at the same time that she did.
And, so they're really trying
But they weren't at all linked at all, like, in any way, shape, or form.
So they literally
He was just like, yeah,
that.
maybe she ran off with that guy.
Yeah, totally.
And then the world was like, no, that's not what happened. But they told police that they're going to hand these journals over and it's going to piece everything together and clear their names.
Yeah, because I know my high school journals would totally
piece together my future disappearance.
Absolutely. They have everything to do with my current life.
Today at lunch we had coleslaw.
Yeah. If you looked at my high school journals, you'd be like, whoa.
I was also an angsty little bitch.
As was I.
Like, ridiculous. But then they retract that and they're like, no, we're not handing those over. Like, those are our property. So the police are like,
what are you?
Right. And the police don't have enough evidence to get a search warrant because they can't prove that the diaries are in the house. So the police come up with this like crazy like campaign thing. And it's in August 2011. They come up with this idea to do a honk and wave to bait Steve and or Josh, because they do it near the house and they know that they're going to drive by, and they have been talking to the media like crazy. So they know if they see like camera crews and like Susan's family, because Susan's dad was there, that it's going to cause like this scene and they're going to say something incriminating.
Oh, okay.
Which is exactly what happens.
Oh, shocked.
So it's like big groups of people and they're holding pictures of Susan, and it's just like, it says like, remember me at the top, and it's like, for any information. You've seen them.
Yeah.
So sure enough, Steve and Josh drive by, and Steve gets out of the car and he's being like a dick to Susan's dad, and like they're going back and forth at each other, and he's like, he brings up the diaries and he's like, those are my son's property. Like, yeah, we have them, and like they're going to piece together everything, but blah, 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 blah. So he literally inserts his foot into his mouth.
Just dumbasses.
Because then the police get the search warrant and they go to search the house. They find the diaries.
And they're like, yoink.
And they find some other disturbing, crazy shit.
Oh, no.
So this is when they find all those videos that I've been referencing this whole time. Like cases on cases on cases of fucking cassettes or like whatever the fuck you put videos on.
Oh, that's so dark. That's so dark.
Oh, you think that's dark? They also find cotton swabs in plastic bags labeled Susan. And it was like cotton swabs where she had like taken off her nail polish.
The fuck?
They also find underwear in bags, feminine hygiene products in bags, toenail clippings, and hair, all in bags labeled Susan. And they all have like different dates on them.
I have left the atmosphere.
And there's
like,
pictures.
I am beyond.
There's pictures.
I'm beyond. That is nightmare.
Nightmare.
Like straight up
nightmare.
Like if you wrote that in a horror movie, people would be like, come on.
I've never even heard that in a horror movie because it's so dark.
That's what I mean. If you wrote a horror movie with this shit, people would be like, what? I mean, come on, you're like creating this really weird fantasy character, and this is a real person.
Exactly.
Oh my god.
Feminine hygiene products?
Like, dude.
Like, you needed those, bro?
Like, shit.
That's gross.
And toenails.
And toenails? Like, what the fuck were you doing with her toenails? Some weird...
Damn.
I don't know. I don't want to know what you needed with them, Steve.
I don't love it.
Yeah.
In fact, I hate it.
They also find over 5,000 photos of Susan. And, like, in some of the photos, he, like, morphed himself and, like, photoshopped himself into the photo. Like, this is, like, like, single white female shit, but, like, on steroids.
This is so beyond.
It is the most fucked up thing ever. But they also find other videos of different women, like women in short skirts, women changing in bathrooms, teenage girls changing in bathrooms.
So this guy's a literal monster.
Yeah. So... Steve gets arrested as fuck.
He gets arrested as fuck.
Like, arrested as fuck on the spot.
Good.
The children immediately are taken into protective custody.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I've been waiting for those words to come out of your mouth.
It's like, when was that going to happen?
This whole time, I'm like, God, those poor boys.
And the investigators that were there that day said that Josh didn't even hug them goodbye. Like, he was just like, oh, like, shit.
What?
Like, this dude is weird. So, Susan's parents get granted temporary custody. But then Josh was given the chance to regain custody if he proved to a court-ordered psychologist that he could, like, raise the children in a healthy household.
No.
Which he clearly fucking hadn't been
it's like,
for all these years.
I can answer it for him. He can't.
And at this point, the kids are, I think they're, like, 5 and 7 at this point.
Oh. So they've already gone through some shit.
Yeah.
I mean, number one, your mother being missing, but number
your
two,
mom's been missing for years at this point.
You're being raised by that guy.
By those
in that
dudes.
family.
And first of all, Susan's parents said that when they got the kids back, or like when they were granted custody of them, that they were out of control and they were like very violent towards each other. Oof. And it was very evident that like no one was parenting them.
Yeah, like they weren't.
They were just running
values or lessons.
And also, the kids were I don't know if this happened like after the kids got taken away, but they show this clip in the documentary I watched where one of the boys is talking to a psychologist or a psychiatrist. And he said, they're like, what do you know about mommy? Like, just saying, like, do you, like, just, like, bringing up the mom.
Yeah.
And he's like, oh, mommy's missing, but we're not allowed to talk about that or camping. I have a lot of secrets.
I just got full bone chills.
Yeah.
That just ruined me.
He said, we're not allowed to talk about that.
Oh, my God.
And at one point... I'm literally getting chills just like thinking about this.
A sweet little baby like that.
Yeah. He also, one of the kids at one point, like draws a picture of all of them in the van. And it's like, Daddy's driving. That's Charlie. That's Brayden. And then he points to the trunk and goes, and that's Mommy in the trunk.
Nope.
So...
I want to leave.
Yeah, I have goosebumps right now.
I want to go somewhere else.
I want to be anywhere else.
I want some ice cream. I can't.
I love that I'm destroying you. Because
you're destroying me.
I hate that it's
right
with
now.
this case because I'm destroying myself, but typically it's me getting destroyed.
Yeah.
So you're welcome.
I just can't imagine what, like, how do you just like destroy a sweet little baby and put all that like weight on them?
How do you do that to your kids? How do you kill your fucking wife? Like, there's just so many things in
there's
life
a lot
that
of
I
layers
just
to
can't wrap
this
my brain
that
around.
I cannot understand. I just think of these poor little brains having to like just stifle all of this and like, oh God.
And the fact that he was like, we're not allowed to talk about that. Like, I have to keep a lot of secrets.
Yeah, like I have to keep big
and
secrets.
it is a clip. Like, he said it. It's not just like a quote, like an article quote. Like, it's a video. Like I said, Josh has to prove that he's like capable of being what he hasn't been forever, a good dad. And but while this custody battle is happening, the police search Josh's hard drive and find it's not actually child pornography. It's like simulated child pornography. It's like, I don't know how to say it, if it's like animated, but it's like drawings, but it's like supposed to be child pornography.
Yeah.
So they,
oh my God.
But they can't arrest him for it because it's not technically.
It's not actual like children.
Right, exactly.
Oh my God.
But he is ordered to take a psychosexual evaluation, which includes a polygraph test where they can ask anything they want.
And it's like, you should never, if you're drawing those pictures or you're
looking at
using
drawings
those images in some way, it's like you should never
off.
have children.
Right.
Again.
So he's supposed to take this test, but in the meantime, he is granted supervised visitations with the kids. Because
what the fuck?
It's just the way the fucking system works.
It's such bullshit.
So they're supposed to take place at like a government-funded facility. But that's where they started. But then because of the notoriety of the case, other parents were like, yeah, it's a media frenzy and I just want to see my kid. Like,
yeah.
So he was able to have them at his house.
That sounds safe.
Yeah, totally. And they were still supervised.
But still.
So somehow Josh got away with this. I don't know how this even happened. Like, this is like a crack in the system.
Yeah.
So Susan's parents were really nervous that something was going to happen. And unfortunately, they were right. February 5th, 2012 was Super Bowl Sunday. That morning, Josh was having a visit with the kids. A social worker picked them up, Charlie and Braden, at Susan's parents' home and brought them to Josh's home that he was renting just down the street from where he used to live with Steve. When she gets to the home, Josh lets the kids in, but like slams the door in her face. Like looks her in the eye and slams the door in her face. Won't let her in.
I have like a sick feeling in my stomach right now.
And it like makes me want to cry a little bit. Like, I haven't had to say it out loud yet, but I've like heard it. When he slams the door, she gets a whiff of gasoline in her face.
Oh God.
So she immediately calls the police. This guy is an idiot. Like, the way that he handled this call, I don't know if he got fired or what happened, but he should have.
But is it awful?
It's horrific. So she calls, and the dispatcher basically says he doesn't see it as a life-threatening situation and says she doesn't know the exact address of where she is. It's like 2012 at this point, so I don't understand why they couldn't locate her. I was just going to say,
yeah.
And he's like, well, I don't know where you are. Like, I'm trying to figure out where you are. And then she says she can hear the kids crying. She smells gasoline, and she's in fear for their lives. Like, this is a life-threatening situation.
How is this not oh my God, I'm so angry right now.
And then all of a sudden, the house fucking explodes into a burst of flames.
Oh my God.
Josh had not only doused the house himself, the area the boys were in, with gasoline, but also the autopsy later showed that the boys had been assaulted with an axe or a pick or like a hatchet. And they had blows to their heads. But that's not how they died. They died because of smoke inhalation.
Oh.
So he attacked his kids with a hatchet and then lit the house on fire.
I am having such a moment right now.
Yeah, I haven't had to say that out loud, and saying it out loud was horrible.
Oh.
And this is really going to fuck you up even more.
Oh, gosh. How?
The boys were found lying on the floor holding hands.
Oh. 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 Oh.
I know.
Oh, my God. My heart feels like it's going to fall out of my butt.
And before this happened, Josh, said goodbye to it, called and left this voicemail with, a bunch of people and was like, I'm saying goodbye. This has all been too much.
God.
Blah, blah, blah. So, goodbye. So, but he didn't say that he was going to, take the kids with him.
Oh, my God.
Dude, why couldn't you have just killed yourself?
That's the thing. It's dude.
Because his whole thing was I can't live without my boys. Like, I can't live without those children. And it's like, okay, cool. Then kill yourself.
then
they don't have to
go
die.
Die, because no one
And
wants
if you
you
love
around
them
here
so much,
anywhere.
why did you attack them with a fucking hatchet?
Their last moments. I mean, that's
The darkest shit.
That's beyond.
The darkest
That
shit.
really is beyond.
So a month after that,
My heart hurts.
Steve pled not guilty to 14 counts of voyeurism and 1 count of child pornography. The judge wouldn't.
Disgusting monster.
He's so fucking gross, dude. The judge wouldn't let any videos of Susan count as evidence against Steve because she wasn't there to say that she hadn't consented to being on these videos. And the defense said anyone could have taken those videos. Like, it didn't necessarily have to be Steve, because in some of them you can't see his face.
Sometimes the justice system, man, is...
It's so fucked up. This case is a very clear
there's a
show
lot.
of how the justice system fails a lot of
There's
people.
a lot of lapses here.
The defense also even pointed the finger at Josh's mentally ill brother, who I mentioned before, John, but he had been kicked out at the time, like by Steve himself. Like, he didn't live in the house at the time that these videos were taken.
And it's like you're just trying to find an easy target.
Right. Every single time that a question was asked about Susan, Steve pled the fifth. Every single time.
Because he's a fucking lying piece of shit.
So he was sentenced to 10 years in prison. A year after that trial, Michael, Josh's brother, who I mentioned earlier with the car, committed suicide.
This is not shocking.
And then...
Because I think they all have one big thing weighing on their conscience.
Big fucking secret. And then in July of 2017, Steve Powell was released from prison to like a halfway house. And he had a heart attack and died before detectives could ask him up for any more information. Like...
So they literally all took this to the grave.
Yeah, they wanted to get to Steve. Like, they heard that he had had a heart attack, and they wanted to get to him and be like, okay, like, deathbed confession.
What
like,
up?
What's
You're
up?
on your deathbed,
But
monster.
before they got there, he fucking died.
That fucking asshole.
Yeah.
Like...
And in journals of Steve's, they later found that he wrote on the day after she disappeared. So it was like the 7th of December that the family was reported missing. On December 8th, Steve wrote in his journal, quote, "I feel like Josh did a truly stupid thing and probably disposed of her body in a truly grotesque way. I think he probably went to some former industrial land just west of West Valley City and cremated her. Josh's life with Susan was utterly miserable. Evidently, this tragedy is my answer for why Josh hung on. He wanted to do it his way and avoid a messy, costly divorce."
Yeah, you don't want to deal with a divorce.
So maybe...
This was obviously much easier.
Like, obviously.
And much cleaner.
It was so much better.
Wow.
So that is the story of the disappearance of Susan Powell, and she's never been found.
Wow.
And they went through, like, because they found all those searches on his computer for, like, mines and shit.
Yeah.
They searched mines. They searched, like, places everywhere. Like, nothing has ever been found.
And all those fuckers
Took
just
it to the
up
grave.
and died.
Mm-hmm. The only people that are left are John, who I don't think was involved.
Yeah.
Alaina, who fucking sucks.
Who I bet Alaina knows.
I don't even know if she knows. I think Alaina is in denial because she's like, this whole thing has made my family like look like monsters, and it's like, no,
You are.
Your family is monsters.
Yeah, for the most part, you are.
Yeah.
And Jen,
Jen is left, and
who's the only one who's like,
and she is like so sad. Like, she's just in the.
Oh, can you
in every
imagine?
interview? She's like the saddest.
oh my God.
And it drives her crazy that she wasn't able to get the confession out of him when she was
Oh,
wired.
that probably weighs on her.
And she said it weighs on her every single day.
Because it's like, and it's like, what, she was this badass who went in there. That would have been the most terrifying situation.
I can't even imagine.
Wearing a wire in any situation.
No.
Not that I've worn a wire. I'm just saying, I imagine it's very scary.
And she said she was like, those boys were supposed to be full of like ambition and hopes and dreams, and they got robbed of it.
In the most horrific way.
Gruesome. And the fucking 911 operator that answered the phone, I don't know where he is, but I hope he stubs his toe every day, multiple times a day.
Yeah, seriously.
He like, it is so... I can't even listen to the 911 call again because I've listened to it like a few times, and it is... I'm like, you are not... Like, who trained you?
Yeah, like, what do you... This is very clear. Like, and who are you to determine whether it's a life and death situation?
Right.
You're 911. You just come.
You just dispatch.
And when they get there, they determine it.
And I hate to say this, but I just feel like if a different person had answered, it potentially could have saved their lives, because it took almost 20 minutes from the time that she made the call until first responders got there. 20 fucking minutes.
Fuck.
Yeah.
And just like that whole thing where like the door slams and she got a whiff of gas.
It's the most haunting thing I've ever heard in my life. You just said it and I got chills, even though I know it fucking happened.
And that she was saying she could hear them crying.
She could hear them crying.
That ruins me.
And he looked her like in the eyes and slammed the door in her face. Like, that is what nightmares are made of.
Yeah, that took a part of me and just threw it away.
Yeah.
Never to be seen again.
I didn't finish researching this case until 3:45, and then I stayed up until like 4:30
because
I couldn't fall asleep.
Did you have like the worst fucking dreams?
No, I think I just passed out because I was dead.
Because this is...
I watched The Real Housewives of Beverly Hills after I watched.
Yeah, we're gonna have to watch like something very brainless.
Oh, we're about to watch Queer Eye
because
Jonathan Van Ness, I need you.
I need Queer Eye right now.
Queer Eye.
Oh, Queer Eye will fix this.
It totally will.
Woo. Well,
guys, if you want to like calm your brains down a little bit, you could go over to our Instagram, check out our feed, and follow us at
Morbid Podcast.
You could follow us on Twitter.
A Morbid Podcast.
Send us an email.
morbidpodcast@gmail.com.
You could donate to the Patreon if you're feeling so inclined.
Patreon.com/Morbid Podcast.
Check out the website that Alaina designed.
Morbidpodcast.com.
We hope you keep listening.
And we hope you
keep
it weird.
And I'm not doing one for this case.
No.
Sorry.
Yeah, no, not at all.
So weird that you head over to careof.com.
Yeah.
And buy some fucking gnarly vitamins.
Get weird with health.
Be healthy.
Do it.
Live your life.